Hi. So I was buying some books again and I wanted to show them in a book haul. This time around I think it's about 18 books. I will start with the political books. The Dim Hypothesis by Leonard Peikoff. Why the Lights of the West Are Going Out. The Spirit Level. Why Greater Equality Makes Societies Stronger by Richard Wilkinson and Kate Pickett. The Problem of Socialism by Thomas J. DiLorenzo, and then Murray Rothbard's Science, Technology and Government. Then something more psychological, and the first one here is The Empathy Trap, Understanding Antisocial Personalities. And this is about psychopaths. Then I've been thinking about reading some books on feminism, just to get more into what it is about, because it's so politically correct these days. And I wanted to read this book called The Second Sex by Simone de Beauvoir. First, just to have read something that they reference probably a lot in the other books. But because this is so thick, I think it may take some time until I get to read this one. And then I also bought Søren Kierkegaard's book called Fear and Trembling. And this is a pretty short book. I wanted to start with something easy. Then I bought this book called Faith, Film and Philosophy by R. Douglas Gavett and James Spiegel. Big ideas on the big screen. And I am interested in both philosophy and movies, and I thought that this could be a great book to have. Then I bought The Portable Atheist by Christopher Hitchens, and it is a collection of some essential readings for a non-believer. And I am a believer, so I'm excited about what this has to say to me and how to understand the atheist thinking a little better. And this is also a thick one, so it may take some time to read. Then I picked up Thomas Paine's book The Age of Reason, just because it sounded like a good read. And also this other atheist book, really well known, called Breaking the Spell by Daniel Dennett. And then I wanted to read another book by Bart Ehrman, and this time around I bought Jesus Before the Gospels. This is about how the earliest Christians remembered, changed and invented their stories of the Savior. I'm not agreeing with Ehrman on everything, but he still is an objective historian, so he has a lot of information and knowledge about early Christian history that I find really interesting. Then I picked up one book on tidying up, and it is called Seven by Jen Hatmaker, An Experimental Mutiny Against Excess. And then lastly I have 5 books in my reading on wisdom that I found that sounded really interesting books. The first one is this one called Becoming Wise, An Inquiry into the Mystery and Art of Living by Krista Tippett. The next one is Choosing Wisdom, Strategies and Inspiration for Growing Through Life-Changing Difficulties by Margaret Plus-Ogan, Justine Owens and Natalie May. Then a book called Wisdom from the Coach by Jennifer L. Kunst, and it's about knowing and growing yourself from the inside out. Then a book by Matthew Crawford called The World Beyond Your Head. And then lastly a book by Stephen Grosh called The Examined Life, How We Lose and Find Ourselves. That was all of the books that I bought, and I'm going to read them in the future sometime. And I think there's a lot of books that I am going to really enjoy. So I'm looking forward to read a lot of them. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.